Jason Lee Podcast.
Welcome back to our new episode of the Jason Lee Podcast. We absolutely weren't here last week, and I know all of you, everybody. I run through the airports, and you guys are like, "Where's the show?" It's right here, okay? I don't know about last week, though. But anyway, we're back, all new episode, and listen, I've been in these New York streets. You know, I was recently in New York City, and went out there to go see A$AP Rocky's last show because we have something in the works. But I wanted to see his last show on the tour, and I want to show you just a little bit of it here. This is A$AP Rocky's last show in New Jersey at the Prudential Center. I went there with a friend of mine and no security. Had a great time. Here's another video right here. One thing I will say as I talk over this video, those of you who are watching on YouTube, if you're not watching on YouTube, you should be going on YouTube so we get the numbers, is that his fans love him. Very diverse group, young, all different ages, but young, non-blacks. I was like, where are all these Latinos and stuff come from, and white and Asian, and they all knew all this music, and it was an emotional thing for him. He brought out Ice Spice, he brought out 50 Cent and others. It was a really good show, and I was so proud to see Pretty Flacco, that's his name, up there, Rocky doing his thing, and just to see the love and support that he has. Obviously, I was out there also with wifey. We had a great time. All I'm going to say, for all of you out there saying he drops names, have we played the thing from the grocery store here?
No.
Oh,
no.
So it's been a minute. Sorry, y'all. It's like one of them. Those of you that say I drop her name, it will be dropped this episode, just to be very clear. But we had a good time. We went out the other night, and baby, all I'm going to say about Bad Girl Gone Bad is that her new name needs to be Bad Girl Gone Worse. She had a great time. I was so happy to see her happy. Her cousin was there. She's one of the Ratchet twins who I love to death. They watched the show, hey cousin. And it was just good to just hang out. Yusef with his messy ass was there. We had a good time. And I just really enjoyed hanging out and being in the New York energy. I went to, the gym I go to when I'm in LA or when I travel around the world is Equinox. Equinox, me and you need to go. Equinox Hudson Yards. That is the secret hangout for all the beautiful people. I don't know why there were so many beautiful people in there. And anyway, that gym, I got a good old workout in. Because you don't want to work out around beautiful people and look like you don't know how to work out because they're all working out. Everybody in the gym was fly, But anyway, shout out to everybody in New York. New York showed me so much love. I went to this thing called Soul Summit where I thought it was like a place where there were public speakers on microphones. No, it was like people in the park, tons and tons and tons of our people outside. I walked all through there. People were surprised I was outside. They showed me so much love. And I went with Derek Monroe from The View. Shout out to Derek. And what else? Pergola every night. Same old. Yeah. But those of you who say, look, he just dropping Rihanna's name again. Well, I also dropped that vlog of me and wifey going to Bristol Farms to go and have, a little grocery shopping moment because that's what we do. I don't grocery shop in my life. Do you grocery shop?
Yes, I grocery shop.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I shop at Bristol Farms.
Rob,
been shopping at Bristol Farms before you made this video because they opened up one in Hollywood, and I go to that now.
Rob,
on a
where do
regular
you
basis.
find time to go grocery shopping? Every time I call you, you're either on the toilet, walking your dog, at the gym, at a class, or sitting in front of that damn painting in your living room.
Mm-hmm.
You're never at Bristol Farms.
My gallery wall. Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, I feel in many ways I put Bristol Farms on the map.
Oh,
Nobody
God.
really
No,
knew
you
about
haven't.
this little store before I decided to go grocery shopping. Well, you guys say I drop her name so much. One day we were on the phone and I said, what you about to do? And she said, go grocery shopping. I was like, okay, we're all over you acting like you're normal with the grocery shopping and laundry and all the things. Like you're not, nobody pictures Rihanna and Beyoncé doing grocery shopping, right?
No, not at all.
Or ironing clothes. I watched
Or
her.
loading the dryer.
I watched her change a diaper. She knows how to change a diaper. I saw her. I literally watched her with her own two bare Barbado hands put the fucking diapers together. Anyway, yeah, I went grocery shopping with Rihanna since y'all say I dropped her name so much, and I dropped this vlog. Wasn't it phenomenal?
It was so dope, especially the music portion of it.
Yeah, well, there were let me just break down all the various parts. First of all, there was the me acting like I don't know how to shop thing with the heart. Like, obviously, I know how to shop. And the pimentos, I don't know what those are, but I do put them in my potato salad. So those of you online who are saying, yes, we have to put pimentos in the potato salad, you're my type of people. I'm also a Miracle Whip person. Are you?
No, I'm not a Miracle Whip person.
And a sweet relish person. Okay,
No.
so you eat white people's potato salad.
No, oh, you mean in the potato salad?
Yeah,
sweet relish. Yes.
Yeah, and Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip, yes.
Okay.
I don't know what I was thinking.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. My brain was thinking whipped cream.
Because you hang out with all white people
no,
and you and Armenians. Yes, you do. What is Kathy?
She's not Armenian. She's Persian.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
Okay. Well, they're from the same region, right?
Well, Persians are from Iran, so she's from Iran.
Iran.
It's Iran.
They don't say that on CNN. They say Iran. Okay, but either way, my point is, I'm a pimentos sweet relish. Let me tell you my potato salad recipe. And yes, you guys can have it. Charge it to the game. Definitely have to have potatoes because it's potato salad. Okay, no raisins at all.
No.
My white side does not show up to this part of the cookout. You have to have mustard.
Yes.
You have to have pimentos. Yes. You have to have olives.
Yes.
You have to have a Miracle Whip, sweet relish.
Yes.
You have to have eggs.
Yes, absolutely.
Boiled eggs. You chop it all up. You zhuzh it up. And I'm telling you right now, that right there is the best potato salad you're ever going to have in your life. If you guys go cook that tonight, I want you to go and make videos on TikTok or something and show my recipe because I promise you it's everything. Okay.
Dope.
Anyway, that's the only thing I know how to cook. So I did that. So I was like watching me shop, highlighting the staff in the grocery store because they're all personalities.
Yeah, they were crazy.
Stefania's a gag. I called her Stephanie, but she's a gag. I think she's from Italy.
They were a good time.
They were a good time. Shout out to the boy who helped me get the flowers and said they remind him of pineapples. I don't know how that relates. You know, and I think he had that good old, that boy had that good old Fenty lip gloss on, the same one that you've used.
Absolutely.
Okay. And then it was the paparazzi sneaking around and catching us. It was her grocery list that I don't know people still use grocery lists. You don't use a grocery list.
Yes, I put it on my phone though.
Notes.
I type it into my phone. Yeah, I'll put like a note with everything. Because if I get there, I'm going to forget some of the things I need if I don't type it out.
But this is how you know Rihanna doesn't go grocery shopping. Why you got the paper? Why? And you didn't even type the paper out. You had your assistant type the paper out. But at least you told it. Anyway, it was me smelling her glasses because obviously she smells phenomenal. What? That was weird?
You were sniffing those glasses so hard. Oh my God.
They smell good.
Well, I mean, she smells amazing all the time. So of course.
But I was smelling them for her fans. Her fans, those of you, all the love I show Rihanna, it's not just for me. It's for you too, because her fans love her. They want to know. She smells so good. I put them glasses on. I literally had the scent all over my nose, all right here. So, and then it was the lady with cancer who had that heartfelt moment.
Yes.
And then it was all the fans getting the photos and her making the flower arrangement, which by the way, she might have another job, right? If she never goes back to the studio, because I don't know when we get a damn album. And then it was spin that shit. And let me tell you how that went down. Me and Rihanna have been watching how everybody online has had something to say about this girl's song. And Young Miami, friend of the show, I love Young Miami. I just, and I love you too, India Ari. Brown skin. Your brown skin is hating on her brown skin with this damn song. I think it's okay for us to have a little ratchet summer. We had Hot Girl Summer with Megan. We had Cardi was outside and all the things and the wops of it all. Why can't Young Miami, who's had a rough year with Puff and all the things, who's had JT go off and do her thing and them fighting, why can't she have her moment? The girl did a song. So when Rihanna was sitting there, I said, let me take a chance. I turned it up in my new Maybach. And then the lady next to me was having a rough day. She started dancing, a little black lady. Did you see her?
Yeah.
With her little sun visor on. And then Reese singing it. And then Reese filming her. And then I just called Young Miami. And then, as you saw in the video, it all played out. And Rihanna said, play that shit. And now the song is like #1 on 2 places on the Billboard charts. Wasn't that a good thing to do? Show black women support black women?
Absolutely. And we talked about that on the show. And I feel like there has to be diversity. And I think I love that Rihanna, put her voice into the conversation. Because who's gonna say something to Rihanna? Nobody.
Not me. I am gonna say something to her about her not taking me to the Jay-Z concert because she, part of my plan of coming out there, I was supposed to go with her. To the show, but by the time I called her, I was in the streets with all the people dancing in the park in Brooklyn, and she was on her way with the Rock Nation shirt on. But anyway, she performed at the Jay-Z concert, which she popped out, and everybody had a lot to say. Take a look.
It's been a while. Y'all with me right now? This better ever.
Yeah, she sung "Bitch Better Have My Money." I wonder if she was talking about Jay-Z for paying her to show up, or waiting around 3 hours later to start the show. But then they also did "Run This Town," which is one of my favorite songs. So it was a good weekend in New York City, and I'll be back in New York next weekend. And now I'm back in all the things. So much has gone on since then, and I just want to tell you, we're going to get into all the things. We're going to start out with something heavy. Oh, it looks like everything. Is everything heavy?
No, everything isn't.
Ugh.
That's some BS.
Oh, I have to tell you a story.
Oh boy.
My friend Lee is so messy. And for those of you that don't know who Lee is, because maybe you haven't been paying attention, I'm going to put his picture right here. His Instagram is Lee Charm Sings. Feel free to tag him, please. Do you know where I'm going?
You didn't tell me the story. You told me you were going to. So here we go.
Now, I'm going to first start with a disclaimer and say that I love all parties involved, but I'm here to do a job. And part of this is a compliment, but it's also lots of shade. So we leave one party with Ree and we go to another party, but I beat her there. So I say to Lee, let's go down and kind of scope the party out because, you know, it's the Jay-Z concert. There's lots of people in the streets. I want to see who's in there. I don't have no security. I want to know who's in the thing.
Yeah.
So he goes in and we walk in. He goes, oh, my God, Beyonce's right there. And I'm like, where? And across the room, I see this person. I'm like, oh, my God, that does from a distance. That does kind of look like Beyonce. So I'm like, go over there and see who's at the table so I know who we're going to sit next to because I want to tell everybody what's going on and all the things because I'm that type of black person and some of you may relate. I'm that type of person that says, who over there? Like when you say I'm coming, who over there? I want to know who's over there with Beyonce. So I say, yo, go over there and see if it's Beyonce. And this girl, she's doing all this and the wig and whatever, the weave, it's just flying all around. I'm like, the hair is just, she's whipping her hair back and forth. So I'm like, go see who that is. Go see if that's her. See who's over there. So he comes back, and Lee, you know you said this, so please don't deny it. Lee said, and I quote, it's a Timu Beyonce.
I'm scared to find out who it was.
So I'm like, oh, okay, well, shit, it's Timu Beyonce. Okay, it's not Beyonce, so we don't have to worry about it. Let me just go. Not that we'd have to worry, but like, this is Mother. If I'm going to walk over in Mother's presence, I got to make sure she ain't got nowhere to run because the last time, you know. So I get over there and I get up on the chair and it's Lizzo. But I could see how in a dark room, she has a sexy dress thing on. She's whipping her hair around recklessly. It was blonde. I could see how he thought that Lizzo was Beyonce.
But not a Timu.
Okay, well that's the unnecessary victimization of Lizzo at this point because no, you did not call Lizzo the Timu Beyonce.
That's gaudy.
See?
Lee, I'm sorry. I had to do it, Lee.
I'm not even going to tell you the Gotti thing because Lee is that friend that you have to say to him, shut the fuck up, right? Catherine Bruton has even said, Lee, shut the fuck up. I love you, but shut up.
Oh.
And we mean it with love because here you thought she was shading some random girl and so then Lee had to come over there and sit next to me and Lizzo because I brought Lizzo over to us. And he felt bad the whole night because you referred to my good girl. By the way, take a look at me and Lizzo on the red carpet at the BET Awards. Yes. So good. You look so ethereal. Now, you look more like Beyonce there than she did the other night. The other night, she looked like drunk in love Beyonce after she got drunk and couldn't find love. But she's still pretty. But we had her own moment. Me, her, and Rihanna hung out, and we had a good time. And it was good to see Ree out there having a blast. And shout out to all you New Yorkers who show me love. Y'all made me so in love with New York again. Remember that little apartment I had?
Mm-hmm. That was a good old apartment. It wasn't little either. Nice view. It was wonderful.
Remember all the times we had over there?
Good times. Good times.
Remember all the house guests?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Can't say any names.
Can't say until I'm out of office. But either way, we had a good time. Well, look, I'm happy to be back. But let's get into some things because, look, I am so happy to be back and I'm so happy to be black. And I want to talk about things that black people and all people should be talking about right now because the world has lost its motherfucking mind. It's time for the Tea with Jason Lee. So let's get into this. Nolan Wells, his family is seeking help. And let me first start by saying that it is harder. In my lifetime, it's harder than ever. I won't say ever because we went through Jim Crow, we went through slavery, we went through all the things, right? It's harder than ever in my lifetime to be black. It really is. It's harder for us in the boardroom, I think, going after deals where we see people who are mediocre getting more of the lion's share of money and resource and opportunity than those of us. And this is not even a DEI rant. This is just this the world we live in rant. And it's also hard as a black man who has survived so much trauma, me surviving so much trauma, to watch a good kid who was on his way to having a great life die so soon and not understand what's going on. And as a vice mayor, because even though I'm up here kikiing and all the things, I am the vice mayor of a city where I have to deal with families who lose their children to gun violence. You know, we went through that whole mass shooting where on a very personal level, I was impacted by these young kids, the two girls and the little boy and the older guy who was like 20, 21 years old, who all lost their life for going to a birthday party, right? Senseless acts of violence. Well, this to me is starting to seem really weird. And I just don't know why we can't get questions answered, simple questions. And this is Nolan Wells right here. And then these are his parents. So let me just tell you what's going on. So a Mississippi family is demanding justice as they mourn their 18-year-old son, Nolan Xavier Wells, whose body was found after disappearing during a 4th of July trip to Horn Island. Now, the black teen was on the trip with a group of all white boys. Take a look. These are his friends. He was on a trip with them. This is in Mississippi. Okay. Well, Nolan was last seen around 3 p.m. on July 4th, and his group of friends returned home without him, with only his cell phone. Now, the friends claimed that Nolan chose to stay back. When Nolan failed to return home, his mother reported him missing, and 2 days later, investigators found his body in the water off of Horn Island. Now, Jackson County Sheriff John Ledbetter claims investigators do not suspect any foul play and believe that he drowned. However, Nolan's parents, who have since retained civil rights attorney Ben Crump to help get answers and justice, said Nolan is an avid swimmer. And obviously, if you look at him, he's athletic. Well, social media sleuths also speculate that Nolan didn't drown because his body wasn't waterlogged. There was no water in his lungs, according to the initial reported autopsy. And another social media sleuth, like reporter Secret Service Sam, came with some receipts. Take a look.
Secret Service Sam here, and this Nolan Xavier Wells case is just not sitting well with anybody. Especially people in the black community are not trusting what happened. They're not believing that this was some type of accident. He was allegedly going to see a girl, and so I guess a guy named Warren, one of the friends, left him behind. He went on another boat. There is video circulating online that almost shows that there was some type of potential altercation or fight that took place. Then it turns out one of the kids who made it back safely, their parent is a judge, and all the kids are lawyered up. Why would you be so lawyered up so quickly if there was nothing that you did wrong? Now, this is reminding a lot of people of Tamla Horsford, who died on November 4th, 2018 in Cummings, Georgia. She's a black mother of 5. She attended an adult sleepover with mostly white female friends.
With all this speculation, there's also a lot of misinformation floating around, like a photo showing Nolan in a swimming pool with friends or in a pool with friends. The internet believes the photo was taken before 1 a.m. on July 5th and shows Nolan back on the mainland after boating. Take a look. That's him and all his friends. He the only black one over there. And you know what? People don't want to interject race into the thing, but we're talking about rural Mississippi. We're talking about what we're talking about, and that is a real thing. Mm-hmm. And remember the boy who was rolled up in the mat in the school?
Yep.
Is this very reminiscent of that?
Absolutely.
Okay. While Ben Crump pushes the theory that Nolan made it back on land before being found dead on Horn Island, it's since been reported by one of Nolan's friends that the pool gathering happened on June 27th, a week before the July 4th boating trip, and that the photo just happened to be posted on July 5th. And because of all the discrepancies and retractions coming from Nolan's friends, And the police, folks, and most importantly, Nolan's parents and attorney remain skeptical. When you look at what's happening, obviously there's more to the story.
100%. There's so much more to the story, and I think that's why this whole circumstance is so frustrating. Like, I know it's been keeping me up at night. It's been keeping a lot of Black people up at night because we're being gaslit into believing that there is nothing suspicious around the death of this young man. And there have been so many elements of it from the beginning that have caused skepticism. When those boys came home, we now know they never called his mother. They never told her they had his phone. She only found out because she checked his Life 360 app, which you can share your location with family members to make sure you're safe. And she saw that his phone was back home from the island. So
they had the phone.
They had the phone. So they reached out. So she asked her friend to go secure the phone. The friend had to go over there and negotiate getting the phone back. Then the father went.
But why they have to negotiate getting his phone back?
Because allegedly they had been deleting content off of his phone. Because the mom got the phone.
But why do you even have his phone and you don't have his body? And why do you have his phone, but you didn't call the family to say, I got his phone, but I don't have him? I lost your son, but I have his phone. Your son got lost on the trip, but I got his phone. If he reaches out, tell him I got it. Why none of that?
Exactly.
Hello?
And then the young lady who they claimed he stayed back to talk to, she said she left at 2:30 and he was getting on the boat with his friends to go home. So there's confusion there. Then there's the video that came out of him screaming at his friends saying, give me my effing phone back.
While they're on the boat.
While they're on the island.
Okay. So they had the phone.
They took his phone from him.
And he wanted the phone back.
And he wanted his phone back.
So he probably wanted to use it to call somebody. Maybe.
And they're saying he voluntarily stayed there.
And voluntarily gave you the phone.
And gave
that you didn't voluntarily tell us about.
And that he was screaming at you to get back to him and that they refused to get back to the parents. Then the father.
It was all a lie.
The father realized his car, Nolan's car, was still at the friend's house. So the father went to pick the car up and the kids were like, we don't know where his car keys are. And they wouldn't give the car back. And then the father stood there and tried to his best to get the car back. And the guys were on the phone with a girl and she said, his keys are on top of your Xbox. The boy goes back into the house and now he miraculously finds the keys and gives them to the dad so he can get the car. And now this photo comes out after they were saying he never came home, but the photo shows him in the pool with all the kids.
Back home.
So
he made it home from the trip.
This is now allegedly what happened because Ben Crump found that photo. And now that the photo came out, some of the kids came out and said, yes, he was at this pool party on July 5th. So he did come home. So now a bunch of the kids
then where'd he go from July 5th to now?
So now the kids are saying, a bunch of kids are saying he was at the party. And now we have the story, oh, well, that photo was from another day. But some of the kids already corroborated the story that, yes, he was at the pool party and he got into an altercation.
But aren't there like cameras too? There should be home cameras.
But again, that's why all of these situations are so complicated because the parents of these young white kids are so integrated into the story. And these are parents who have power in this city. For example, one of the stepmothers of one of the kids is a judge in the town. And she's putting out public statements after all the other parents and all the kids have scrubbed their social media and made them private. Why are you scrubbing your social medias and making them private on the night of July 4th?
Why are you a sitting judge commenting on what's happening in a case that obviously is going to go somewhere?
That's why no one, and then we're being told.
And then you wonder why.
And then
you wonder why. I'm sick of politics. Listen, the political world, that's a whole other beast when I tell you. And I understand why I got in. But then when you get in and you see what it is, it's disgusting because these parents deserve answers. This boy, Nolan, is a young kid that had a very promising life, only 18 years old. And you get killed for what? Being Black, going on a trip with your friends, or you got into an argument. And listen, to the kids, if something accidental happened, then you need to tell it. But I think the family deserves to know answers. Because there's no reason why you go away with different. But don't that also make you look at your friends like, who are you hanging with?
It does. It really makes you reevaluate the type of people that you are spending your time with. And, the conversation has been, why would his parents let him be around these white kids? And I'm not putting any blame on his parents. And his parents have made it very clear those weren't his only groups of friends. He has a lot of diverse friends, but he would often go to Horn Island with that group of friends.
Well, TMZ caught up with one of Nolan's friends. I think it's allegedly one of his friends, and interviewed him. And this is what he had to say. Take a look.
So one of the things that I'm sure, Javon, you've seen has been a big part of this story, people making the point that, at least in the photos that we initially saw, that Nolan was the only African American kid who was out there, at least on that boat. Do you think, having been there on the island with this large group of people, that race plays a factor in whatever happened here?
I don't want to answer that. I don't want to answer that question. I wouldn't say like, yeah, I wouldn't want to answer that question. I mean, obviously we go to Ocean Springs, we're gonna have white friends, so like, that's. I mean, I guess it's pretty normal down here, but.
Yeah, I mean, and I hear you. If that's, I guess you're saying that it's normal. It's not out of place to be a black teen in that area and that you have white friends, right? That's not uncommon, is what you're saying.
I'm sure every black person has white friends somewhere, you know. So I wouldn't say that it's a whole race thing, but it's just like, obviously they're gonna paint it as that because none of this adds up.
Well, he's a little black boy, obviously, who went on and on about how, explaining how when you're in Mississippi, you're going to have white friends because there's all white people out there, whatever. So, you have your white friends. And he said he didn't know if race had, but the way TMZ wrote the article is like race had nothing to do with it. He didn't say that. I didn't see him say that. So I think the title was just a little wrong. And obviously more is going to come out on this. And I feel like the more that we learn, the more that we're going to become aware of what actually happened. But this is where I am very big on communication. I was telling somebody yesterday that they were like, okay, I'm going to be up there in a minute. It was like 30 minutes went by, 40 minutes, an hour, hour 15. And they didn't understand why I was concerned because there's stuff like this. Like, it's good to communicate what's happening in a world that's just crazy right now.
Yeah.
And why is this happening to black kids? Like, I don't really hear this happening to Asian kids or any other kids.
The sheer amount of black kids who have been hung from trees since 2024, and the media and the police have told us they hung themselves, killed themselves, shot themselves, is absurd. And we're just meant to keep believing that nothing foul is happening to these young black kids. And that's what's making black people so frustrated, because we're being gaslit into believing that all of these black kids are causing harm to themselves or putting themselves in harm's way, and it's not okay.
Yeah, when I say it's hard to be black, it's so hard to keep seeing this over and over. Because, I was talking to somebody who was talking about like the rage we feel as black people. Like, we carry it every day because it's all day long. When you turn on the TV, it's Trump, DEI, black, 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 black. By the way, I'm happy that Lindsey Graham died. I know people are probably going to eat me up for that. It's not about him being Republican or Democrat or, why do I have to take the high road? I am glad that a racist bigot is gone. And you know what? I'm looking over, what's the other one name? Mitch McConnell. Mm-hmm. They showed a proof of life photo where he was in a hospice bed.
That AI photo of him sitting up smiling.
Listen, with his little wife sitting next to him, looking like she ready to cash in on the insurance. I'm not gonna act like I'm sad. Like, these people have ruined the image of America. These people have created an atmosphere where people can believe that officers can do whatever they want with no control, which I love my police department in Stockton because our officers, we have a great relationship with them. We know our chief is on top of it, and our officers care about our city, care about all people. I'm just disgusted, and it's really hard. Think about it. People like us who are so proud to be black have to sit back and watch people just kill off our own because they can and cover it up. If my kid went on a trip and his friend came up missing and dead, I'd be on his ass to know what the hell happened. I'd be like, who, what, where, and why? Not protecting it. But obviously the story's not going to go away. And Crump ain't gonna let y'all just kill somebody, and Crump is gonna get to the bottom of it. So I can't wait to see what happens here, and we're gonna follow it. Our hearts go out to the family and to the siblings and to the students and the teachers and the coaches and everybody who is impacted by this. Because when somebody whose life is cut short like this, it just doesn't. The pain just doesn't go away because the headline does. So anyway, bye. All right, another news: Montel Williams, who we haven't talked about in years. Which, by the way, just looking at this photo, y'all dated so long ago. Why are you still talking about Kamala Harris? Why?
That's because people want it to be a scandal, and so they keep bringing it up, and it's not.
Montel want that old thing back, but she got a whole lawyer, man. She has moved on. Okay, so I don't know what you're trying to do, Montel, but let it go. Former TV host Montel Williams, I almost called Montel Jordan, is talking about his former Vice President Kamala Harris. If you didn't know, the two were a thing back in 2001. Now here they are Here they are with Montel's daughter, Ashley Williams. At the time, Kamala was an attorney for the city of San Francisco. Take a look. First of all, Kamala, this dress is giving. I think I've seen Cardi B in a dress like that. She looks good, huh?
What?
Let me find out Kamala was outside. Okay. Anyway, now Montel recently told fellow former TV host Maury Povich how he knew that Kamala wouldn't win the 2024 presidency over Donald Trump. Take a listen.
I saw a clip of you saying that you thought more earlier than anybody else that Kamala Harris was going to lose the election. Is that true? Come on now. Montel, everybody ought to know. You know Kamala Harris. And, you might have had a relationship with her, whatever.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys that I don't kiss and tell. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And for me, who she dated 30, 40 years ago doesn't matter. I mean, if we're going to go back to 40 years ago.
Were you amazed that all those pictures
it was crazy.
all of a sudden reemerged?
It was absolutely insane. I was like, oh my goodness. But, you can't erase your past. You embrace your past. And, I didn't think that it was going to work out. And, we'll see what happens in the future.
We've got to delve into this a little more. Why? Is it because of the public? Is it because of her?
I thought it was because of the public. And
is it because of the circumstances in terms of Biden and her and the lateness of when the campaign started?
I think the lateness of the campaign was really what really hurt her. However, I think that, there was a lot of misconception about who she was and who she is. One of the smartest people I think I've ever met in my life. And I give her credit for that. And think that, could she have done a good job? Without a doubt. But I think circumstances and timing were all bad. For this country and people can get as mad at me as you want. Anybody out there who thinks that America's going to elect a woman in the next 4 or 5 years, you are crazy.
Really?
I don't care what woman it is. I'm just going to say that. And, maybe that makes people angry. I could care less if you get angry. I don't think America's ready for that. I don't think America was ready, even though an African-American male was elected. I don't believe America was truly ready for that. Yeah. It happened. Caught America by surprise.
Because of his own magnetic personality.
Could have been. And a surprise. Because, who he's running against, personality wasn't as magnetic. So,
I mean, listen, I get he was asked a question, so obviously he's going to answer. But the first question I ask is, how long does a person have to talk about their ex? Do I talk about Josh from 15 years ago? No. But Josh isn't the president of the United States or vice president. So is this a clout chase or what is it?
No, I think if he sits down with people, they're going to ask him about Kamala Harris. They're going to. And he doesn't, I don't see that many Montel Williams interviews. But, if they do happen, people are going to ask him about her.
And he didn't really expose anything. He actually didn't want to talk about it. But the one thing he said about them not ready for a woman. I mean, we're ready for a woman. Mm-hmm. So he's saying them.
I think conservative America is not ready for a woman. They would rather see, look at the whole conversation now. They're having conservative Republicans, specifically those who are centered around the MAGA movement, are having this whole birth of a conversation about women not even having the right to vote. And they feel like the men in the House should have the right to vote and women shouldn't. I truly feel like we're moving backwards in our preparedness for a female president.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm ready for a woman.
Me too.
I'm ready for a dog. At this point, I think Gucci and Chanel could run the country better than Trump. I mean, every day we're bombing Iran, not bombing Iran. Are we even doing tariffs anymore? Tariff wars? I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. And Kamala told you, but y'all voted for it. Montel, keep your lips shut. It's a slippery slope, man. Leave her alone. I want to say something, but I'm not. Okay, because I am the vice mayor. So anyway, goodbye. Okay. Well, Big Tigger's in big trouble. I have to tell you, I'm so frustrated with this case because I know Tigger. He's not a friend. We're friendly. We're associates. Obviously, we're in the same industry, and I've met him a few times, and I've been on his show, and Every interaction with him has been kind, but then again, I'm sure people were kind to R. Kelly. And Jeffrey Dahmer probably was friendly a few nights out before he got hungry. Well, anyway, I've been watching this on social media. Young lady, I'm going to get to you. TV and radio personality Big Tigger continues trending after his wife, Alicia Brown, seemingly accused him of cheating and being abusive towards her in their Atlanta home. Now, the pair have been together for nearly 3 years. In October 2024, Tigger, at the age of 51, announced he was expecting his first child. By March 2025, Tigger and Alicia, whom he secretly married, welcomed their son. Take a look at the family. Okay, looks just like his daddy. Actually, he looked kind of like Montel Williams right there. Let me stop. Anyway, by June 2026, Tigger's wife, Alicia, posted and deleted a video showing off her face with bloody stitches and a black eye. Now, warning, the video is graphic in nature, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. Take a look. In the caption of the post, Alicia mentioned Tigger and his radio co-host Francesca Amiker, and then she replied to a comment again mentioning the two. Here's both. Take a look. Someone asked my husband why my face happened, and then she said, he is my husband actually, and he asked me to respond to you. Yes, we are getting divorced over his relationship with Francesca.
Allegedly.
But it was not your place to tell everyone. However, I do thank you for confirming what I already knew. Can you DM me, please? Well, here's Tigger and Francesca. And this was his coworker, okay? I may have seen her when I was in there, when I went on the show. Anyway, shout out to V103. Francesca quickly broke her silence and denied the completely false affair allegations. Days later, Big Tigger was identified as a suspect in a domestic dispute with Alicia. The next day, Big Tigger and Alicia released statements obtained by Lauren LaRosa. Take a look. I received, and over the past several days, there has been significant public discussion and speculation regarding my personal life. I understand this can happen when you are a public figure, and I appreciate the support and concern that so many people have shown. I want to say categorically that these allegations and accusations that have been circulating are false. Additionally, it's important to clarify that Francesca and I have never been anything more than friends and respected colleagues. I'd like to apologize to her for the impact of these last few days. Out of respect for everyone involved, I ask for grace, privacy, and restraint as my family navigates this difficult moment. For more than 30 years, I've had the privilege of serving my community through music, entertainment, and connection, and I remain grateful to the trust so many of you have placed in me throughout that journey. I intend to continue living and leading in a manner worthy of that trust. Well, here's Alicia's statement. Take a look. Oh. Okay, let me just start by saying, can y'all put out shorter statements? Because I'm tired. I want to be clear. I have never called my husband an abuser. Social media has drawn its own conclusions from information that was shared, but those conclusions are not statements I have made. I respect the legal process and believe law enforcement should be allowed to do its job without interference from anyone, including me. In recent days, many claims, opinions, and narratives have been circulated publicly. While I understand that people will form their own views, I remain confident that the facts will speak for themselves in due time. Until then, my focus remains on my family, my peace, and protecting those I love. I love my family, and I will not engage in public debates, speculations, or personal attacks and bitterness. I am not hiding, and I stand firmly by my character and integrity. I respectfully ask for patience as I follow the guidance of my legal counsel and allow the process to unfold. Thank you to those who have extended prayer, support, and understanding during this time. Bullshit. Put that video back up. You don't put a video like this up, crying on your front porch without your man, with a busted eye, stitches and all the things, crying into why are you crying into the camera for us to see? Now, this is either a cry for the public to know that she's a woman under duress and violence, or she's doing it to get us to do her dirty work. When she put that comment back up where she went on social media, the person said whatever they said, and she actually confirmed it in this post, that there was a relationship. and then came back and put out a statement saying social media is drawing its own conclusions. So, girl, your name is Conclusion, Elisa Conclusion Brown. You gave us the conclusion that we drawn from. And so now the internet, us, all of us are doing its dirty work for Alicia that she wanted to do for herself. But she can't come out and say he beat her because then she would be subject to a lawsuit, right? So obviously she didn't come out and say he beat me. Now, Rob, if your man, if you go home to walk Dolce and he wraps that cord around your throat and chokes you out from walking your dog, and you've dated a couple of people that have tried to do this, would you not call the police and say he beat me? Or would you not go online and say, you guys saw me on the podcast. Yes, I have a rope burned around my neck. My ex-boyfriend beat me. Wouldn't you say it?
You ask these questions I can't answer.
Wouldn't you say that? I didn't say the girl beat. No, we're gonna
oh my God. Please beep
we'll
that
beep
out.
that name out. We're not gonna say did he do it.
No. I'm saying I agree with you. I think she's putting out a statement and she's not saying he hit her because her legal team is telling her to not to say definitively what happened because then she'd be under scrutiny when she has to testify about what
your face
really
is
happened.
cracked open. You're under scrutiny.
There's no question that you put out a video because you wanted the world to know that your man punched you in the face.
And you wanted to talk about it.
Yes.
Okay.
But now
so
your
the
statement
reason
is saying,
why
I can't talk about it.
because the legal team. Because
Yes.
now the legal eagles are in there hovering over the bag. Well, a day later, Big Tigger and Francesca took it to his Atlanta V103 morning show to address these allegations.
It was all a lie.
Where Tigger apologized to Francesca for his wife's actions. Days later, Tigger was arrested for aggravated battery and child cruelty. After his release, he continued to deny all allegations and insisted that the truth would come to light and set him free. Take a look. This is the mugshot. Big Tigger, this is far from BET. Right? Why are you laughing?
That is far from BT. Of course it's far
Because
from
you just
BT. That
never
was a
know
jail
someone's
cell.
fall from grace. He was in the rap basement. B103, one day you're at the top of the game, you're the voice of Atlanta, and then the next day you're the voice of Gwinnett County Jail. Then a video of their dispute surfaced online, and here's where it got weird. People saw this, and it became a thing. Look.
There you go. Now we'll plug the back up. This is yours.
I am bleeding.
This is yours.
I'm bleeding, so take a picture. No. Take a picture. Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me. I can't.
There you go. Now we'll plug the back up. This is yours.
I am bleeding.
This is yours.
I'm bleeding, so take a picture. No. Take a picture. Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me.
What do you make of that?
A lot of these people get in trouble because they don't know how to keep their hands to themselves. Who knew? I don't know if he knew that camera was there. I don't know, but he did have his arms on her, maneuvering her around the way she was asking him to remove
moving
himself.
her around.
Yeah, in a way she was asking him to stop. He could have stopped.
Have you ever been in a relationship where you tussle?
No, I don't do that. Mm-mm.
No.
If
Have
it
you been in a relationship?
No.
Have you been in a relationship where there's been some tussling?
Yeah, I've been not tussling.
Rob, you're stuttering. Come on, you're talking to your friend of 20 years.
not
We have all
tussling.
been in a relationship that has been unhealthy to some degree. You've been in a couple. And the tussling, it may not be your tussling, but the tussling has happened, right? But there is I'm not a fan of listen, once we argue, I got in an argument the other day with somebody that I like, and I still don't think I'm over it. Just an argument, because I do an evaluation of, do I have time to let my peace to be disturbed by anything? Now, married for how many years they've been married? 3 years. Oh, 3 years. They ain't been together long enough to have this kind of stuff. Well, anyway, but I mean, like, A judge then ordered Tigger to stay away from Alicia and their 1-year-old son, plus her 2-year-old children, a 4-year-old girl and a 13-year-old boy. Now, it's also known that Alicia has an older daughter, Aaliyah Brown, whose father, Darrell Williams, reported missing back in 2019 when she was 10. Take a look at Aaliyah. This is the daughter, right? So she's been missing. Huh? Hold on a minute. Let me look at my report. Now, it's also known that Alicia has an older daughter, Aaliyah Brown, whose father, Darrell Williams, reported missing back in 2019 when she was 10, which means she's 29 now. Oh, so that was, let me see the photo again of Aaliyah. So this is Aaliyah and Darrell when she was a kid. So when she was 10, that's when she was, Alicia was previously arrested in 2014 for leaving Aaliyah in a car for 8 hours to go gamble. I see your face.
What?
Because it's unraveling.
No.
In your mind, you're trying to grapple at how you stay in support of.
Nope.
While knowing that there's more Blues Clues being added here.
Still nope.
She, from what it says, the daughter came up missing 10 years ago. Why was the daughter missing? You took, he's alleging.
Allegedly.
That she took the daughter. Kidnapped. She was a kid. Napped him. Now, you allegedly left Aaliyah in a car for 8 hours to go gamble. Now, Rob, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever leave Dolce in the car for 8 hours to go to the Abbey, to gamble, to go take a shit, to go do city council, to do payroll? Would you leave Dolce in the car with the windows rolled up during the impact awards?
Absolutely not.
Your Honor, I rest my case. Darrell said that he filed for custody when Aaliyah was 4 and that he finally went to court when she was 7. He said when the court ordered him to take full custody, Alicia fled Maryland. Darrell says Alicia knows where the child, who is now 18, has been. Alicia has since been arrested on kidnapping-related warrants out of Maryland over the case with Darrell, and she faces a felony interference with child custody charge in Georgia, and officials say she'll be extradited all the way back to Maryland. Take a look at her mug shot. What, you about to type up a statement for Alicia?
No.
Well, I mean, those tables turned.
Mm-hmm.
You kidnapped.
Allegedly.
You left your child in a car while you went gambling.
Allegedly.
You went and cried on the internet but didn't release a statement, then let the statement be told, and then just fanned the flames by saying, I can't say nothing, but you said something. Are we dealing with a victim or a scammer here? Because I'm going to tell you, I've been watching all this online, Robin. I won't lie. I ain't Tigger's friend, and I ain't on his side. But you and I have seen people make allegations that ain't true. What you think happened?
This is true. Look.
Because we ain't see him punch her.
We ain't see him punch her.
We ain't see him slap her.
We ain't see him slap her.
Or spit on her.
No, or kick her.
He tussled.
He tussled.
And he shouldn't have did that.
Which he shouldn't have done.
But he didn't beat her.
We didn't see
We didn't see a beating.
Correct.
But why do we think he beat her?
Because she put the breadcrumbs out.
Right.
Right? And that's what I'm saying. Again, two things can be true at once. She could be a scammer, and she could have got tussled. I ain't saying she got punched in the face and had her face split open, but if she did, they both should do the punishment for their crime. Both of them. If the case is that he really punched her in the face. And
this right here got me. Before Alicia's arrest, more footage dropped, okay, showing her and Tigger fighting over the phone in front of their 13-year-old son, who filmed the whole incident. And listen to the voice in the background, Rob, as this video plays on. Go ahead, take a look.
Get off of me!
Give me back my phone.
Get off of me.
Give me back my phone. You don't need it. What do you need it for?
Get off.
What do you need it for?
Get off of me. Please get off of me.
As soon as you give me my phone.
Please get off of
It's
me.
my phone.
Please get off of me.
Registered in my name.
Please get off of me.
Give me my phone.
You're sticking my ear in my ear.
Oh, sorry.
Get off of me.
Give me my phone.
Please get off of
You
me.
can stay right on the floor.
You're a fucking manhandler.
I'm not manhandling my phone.
Tigger,
Give
get
me
off.
my phone.
Do you not see all them crime?
Give me
Bro,
my phone.
why did
Stop.
you do
I'm
that?
not doing that.
Yes,
She
you did. You
dropped.
just-
She dropped. She dropped.
Bro, you're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want
Bro.
my phone. She could give me the phone and it'd be over. She could give me the phone and it would be over.
Bro, just get over her. She's gonna
I'm
give
not
you.
on her at all. Give me my phone.
Get off of me,
Give me
Tigger.
my phone.
D, if I was anybody else, you wouldn't be doing this.
If you say so. Give me my phone.
Bro, just get over her. You can buy a new phone.
Get off of me.
Mr. Tigger!
It's the Mr. Tigger for me. But look, let me say this. He was calm.
Mm-hmm.
She had his phone.
Mm-hmm.
He said she was drunk. She might be one of those girls.
Oh, absolutely.
Give him his phone.
You shouldn't have
And
his
you know
phone.
what's so crazy?
It's his property.
And you know what's so crazy? The boy's saying, buy another phone. Nigga, what? This phone right here, by the way, ain't that a cute picture of me? This phone right here is the property of Jason motherfucking Lee. I be damned if somebody takes my phone. I'm going to tell y'all a story. I was laying in bed with somebody. And it's videos like these and conversations like these that made this next thing happen. They wanted to role play in the bed. I said, okay, well, I'll be a little submissive today. Don't want to share too much because people back in City Hall watch my shit. Hey, Stockton City Hall. He put a hand on my throat. I said, hold on a minute, and was applying pressure to my artery. And I said, I don't really play this, but I don't want to be mean, so I'll go along with it. They then put the second hand on my throat. No, you like that. Swings and things. I don't do it. He put both hands around my throat and was pushing pressure. All I thought of was Jeffrey Dahmer. He's going to eat me. Right now, my family's going to come and my penis is going to be in the freezer because I decide to hang out with somebody that I probably shouldn't have. And all the lessons my therapist, he ain't a doctor. Hey, Cheyenne. Elliot told me about now I done found myself in a situation where my dick cut off, it's in the freezer, and somebody that ate out my heart, and Hollywood Unlocked now belongs to you. And so how did you know what I mean? Run it into the ground. So I grabbed my pistol. My point is I didn't shoot him. But that's how that gets there. That's how. So I don't understand why you got his phone. Why you won't hand over the phone. Why the boys recorded it and put it out. All the things. And I thought Tigger handled himself well, didn't you? I thought. What is the pause for? I said, did he not handle himself well? He didn't handle himself well?
Because you're asking me the question in a way that is phrased.
Tigger. For not hitting her or doing anything crazy when you knew you were being filmed, you knew you were being set up. She was allegedly drunk. She had your phone. She shouldn't have had it. You handled that well. You black men need to start sticking up for black men too. You just trying to ride the wave because, oh my God, the big black man hit her. No, she set him up right there. She didn't set him up.
I don't know. Allegedly she could have set him up.
So
Can we confirm? I'm saying I can't confirm.
If your man takes your phone, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna be upset and get my phone back.
You gonna try to take it back?
Yes.
Okay. So what did he do? He did that.
Listen.
Why are you taking all your time to answer the question?
I didn't make a statement yet.
Because you're going.
No.
Because you don't know what to say.
No, I do know what to say.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Calm down. Let's just calm it down. Don't you like when somebody gaslights you and then now you're the okay. Was that gaslighting?
Yes.
That's what she was doing to Tigger. Okay. Do you not think she was wrong there?
I do.
Okay.
And I think he was composed in the way he handled it, but I think he did fall into the trap a little bit of touching her. And that's what I was going to say. You shouldn't have allowed yourself to be over her when she fell to the ground, and now she can use this video.
So should he call 911?
Absolutely.
How was he going to do that? She had her phone. She had the phone.
I'm sure they have another phone.
He couldn't call 911 because she took the phone.
You think that's his only phone? How many phones do you have?
Tigger has since announced he's stepping away from work. Now he done left the radio show until further notice, which means he ain't got no money to pay for his legal bills. Meanwhile, Tigger's co-host, Francesca, she now filed a defamation suit against Alicia Brown, alleging Her affair allegations resulted in threats, harassment, loss of brand deals, job opportunities, and overall reputational harm. Basically, it didn't do nothing, but she gonna act like it did so she can get it back. Right? It's a lot going on in Atlanta. Aren't you happy you don't live there?
Oh my God, I'm so happy.
Jesus. Today I posted I'm HIV negative and the whole internet's going crazy. Like, what? I put HIV dash negative and everybody's like, oh my God, is it positive or negative? It says negative. I had to go type negative in there. Know your status. The reason I bring that up is because, you know, Atlanta sometimes has me scared.
Prep.
Those of you watching, don't you? Oh, I'm on prep. I got my prep shot today and I'm HIV negative.
Same.
Are you?
Yes.
No, I mean, I'm just saying.
I get the same shot you get every 2 months.
Allegedly.
Somebody did a video the other day by Tigger, by girl. Somebody did a video the other day where this guy was like, yeah, you know, be careful who you kissing out there. Cause see, I have a herpes right here and you wouldn't know. And it was a big old pussy herpes right here on the bottom of his mouth. And then he says, you never know. Cause when it's gone, you never know. And then the next video showed it was gone, but it was like a little red dot. He goes, I just tell people it's da 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 da, but he got whole herpes and he's kissing on people. If you got herpes, would you let me know?
I probably wouldn't tell you.
You wouldn't?
No.
Why?
Because you probably bring it up on the show. I had shingles, not herpes. Okay, let's make that
Oh wait,
clear.
your skin is cleared up, or you got
Almost.
makeup? You got
I have
makeup
a
on?
scar. No, I don't have any makeup.
Oh,
on,
okay.
but I still have a scar.
Yeah, I mean it's like chickenpox.
Yeah,
yeah. So can I call you Scarface Rob?
No.
Okay.
Please do not.
No, I wouldn't tell. You think I would tell people if you had herpes?
No, I think you would be like trying to figure out a way to joke around it, and then it'll become a conversation.
Like, yo, it's bumpy over here. I would absolutely tell. Okay. Anyway, Tristan Thompson is offering relationship advice. Hold on. To this boy. Hold on. Where's it at? This is like Ray Charles giving Stevie Wonder a movie review.
Oh, God.
Tristan Thompson is giving Klay Thompson some unsolicited relationship advice after Megan Thee Stallion dumped Klay for alleged cheating.
Allegedly.
Tristan, who's a repeated offender when it comes to cheating, was on Shannon Sharp's show and offered Klay advice on how to handle his messy public breakup. Listen.
Any advice for Klay dealing with a public breakup?
I think...
Don't say anything, huh?
Don't say anything. I think the worst thing you could do is feed into the beast.
Yes.
Like, if you speak up, you give it more legs.
Yes.
You allow them to take another day to talk about it. You had a relationship with someone, an artist, it didn't work out. If she wants to say something, let her do whatever she wants to do. You keep your mouth quiet. And honestly, as a man, keep your mouth quiet.
Yes.
Because I've never went out there and defended myself, because it's just not what we do.
Right.
And I think I've known Klay for a long time, and you know, he's living his life. He want to go fishing and enjoy it, and as he should.
Right.
Okay, I have to say, as much as I have had my history with Tristan Thompson, the whole story that we broke, and you know, my fallout with the Kardashians, who did nasty work over there, nasty. I agree with them. I think, why talk about it? The minute you talk about it, you're the bad guy. It's a no-win situation. I thought Tristan gave him great advice. No?
Yeah. I call it the Beyonce playbook. If something come out about, she don't say nothing. She just move on.
I still want to know what happened in the elevator.
You never will find out.
And we never see Solange around anymore, huh?
You're never gonna find out.
Solange, call me girl. I thought Tristan gave him really good advice, and I think it's like he gave advice from a standpoint of a vantage point, having had the experience. I love Klay. I defended him recently somewhere on the Truth After Dark podcast, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Klay did this, Klay did that." Whatever Klay did, it didn't rise to the top because we never really talked about it. And if it was socialized in small blogs or small media outlets or on social media, we never saw it. And I do agree, Klay, you should listen to Tristan, because if anybody can give you advice, it's a man who slept
Allegedly
with his baby mom's sister's best friend and ruined everybody's life. But anyway, bye Tristan, bye Klay. Mathew Knowles, don't want you talking about him being a millionaire before Beyonce. Mathew Knowles is going viral again for checking folks about his work with Beyonce. Previously, he questioned his ex-wife Tina Knowles' contributions to Beyonce and Destiny's Child, and now he's making it clear that B never made him a millionaire. Now, we previously spoke about Mathew's comments about Miss Tina back in March on episode 121. We shared this clip of Mathew shading Miss Tina during his interview with Pix 11's Candace Gibson. Take a look.
You've earned your flowers. I've said the same thing to Miss Tina Knowles. You guys put in the work, and obviously the talent was there with your kids and your grandkids.
What work did she put in?
In the hair.
Okay,
clothing,
yeah, you're absolutely right. And the styling.
The styling.
The imaging, you're right.
She claimed to have preyed on the name, and different aspects of that.
Sure. Sure.
So, yeah. It's a joint effort.
We'll stop now.
Sorry, did I say something wrong?
No. I'm good.
All right.
You good?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, that was kind of shade, right? To be clear, Tina not only named Destiny's Child, but was their image architect as she's designed their clothes, hairstyles, and more, which were all iconic on their come up. And after going viral, Mathew sat for another interview with Page Six's Carlos Greer. He clarified that he wasn't dismissing Tina's work and that he began evaluating all legal remedies after the awkward video went viral. Listen.
So Mathew, in the interview, when the local anchor here in New York City, Candace Gibson, he asked you about Miss Tina Knowles. He said that he was trying to give you both your flowers. And you asked him, what did she do? What did you mean by that?
I think what I said, and I'm actually quoting, what work did she put in? It was a question. I don't do interviews, Carlos. I have conversations.
Yeah.
And I have the right, as I'm a college professor. I didn't know what he meant by that. So I'm saying, calmly, what work did she put in? That was a question. I don't know how that became a comment, but it was a question. And then the gentleman went on to say her hair. Well, Tina did way more than just her hair. And if you look at the interview, I said her hair. No, she did the styling, built the image for Destiny's Child. Wouldn't you agree that's way more than just saying someone did the hair?
No, absolutely. I think a lot of people are familiar with Destiny's Child's story. I mean, they're one of the biggest female groups of all time. And so I think a lot of people felt like it was an awkward moment. It certainly appeared to be awkward. And I think people wanted clarity because they know what Miss Tina has done. They, of course, know your legacy with Destiny's Child.
Mathew, there's two gay men here who shade for a living. You did that. He knew what he was doing. Maybe you just wanted the internet to talk, and here we are talking. You can't get mad when we start talking, and obviously the setup for the question was set up in a way to get you to clean up the mess you spilled on aisle 4. Well, 4 months later, Mathew Knowles is back to check the public on claims Beyoncé made him a millionaire. Here's what he told T.S. Madison, hey, Maddie, on her Outlaws podcast. Listen.
Now we're going to move on from corporate America to something I'm really proud of, Beyoncé and Solange, being a father. And I'll talk how proud I am to be their father. First, let me continue to talk my So now got kids. Me and my former wife, Miss Tina, y'all seen her. We own the #1 black hair salon in Houston in the 80s. Made our first $1 million. Let me talk my in 1985. For all of y'all that talk to think Beyonce made me, no. We were millionaires when she was 81, 2, 3, 4, 5. She was 4 years old. So let me talk my Headliners Hair Salon, #1. You'll hear this #1 all throughout. So now let's move to the music industry and let me talk my So let me see, Destiny's Child to be their manager and also having a deal with Columbia Records. So they were also signed to Music World Entertainment, my label. Let me talk my those ladies who are uber talented, #1 female group in the history of music. Let me talk my let me continue. Solange, Grammy Award winner, #1 album on Billboard. Beyonce and Solange are only two sisters in the history of music to have #1 albums in the same year on the Billboard charts. Let me continue to talk my So y'all don't know this, but in 2002, I sold Music World to a UK company. Google everything I say. Don't trust what I'm saying. Go Google it. I sold it for $10 million and formed a joint venture, Music World Sanctuary Urban, of which that division I was the president. I'll continue to talk my But what you might don't know is I made 5 young black men, 5 of them in their 20s, early 30s, millionaires, because I bought their management company. Also, I bought 2 young men, their company, and they had Floetry, Eve, and then eventually they had Lady Gaga. Let me talk my That's how Telephone got made with Lady Gaga, because I owned the management company.
Talk your shit. And the thing I love about Miss Tina, I don't know her personally, but she held her family down when you left. And now you're constantly, Mathew, at least it comes off this way, is constantly having to defend yourself because you're under attack because of the way that your past transgressions on Miss Tina and the family. And that you've kind of caused an embarrassment to Beyoncé multiple times. Now, Beyoncé never really speaks on you. Obviously, she still lets you come to birthday parties and Christmases and things, but like, I mean, and you are her dad and you are responsible for the sacrifice. He sacrificed his career to give her a life. But you also can't take away her accomplishments, and she's almost a billionaire on her own, right? Mm-hmm. So what is he? Is he jealous? What is this? What is this?
No, I think he just wants to be recognized,
validated.
Yes, I think he wants to be validated for sure, and I think we see this a lot with like parent managers when their kid becomes an Uber superstar. And then the kids transition out of being managed by the parent into being managed by a bigger company that can manage an uber famous person. And then that parent feels like they got kind of left behind and they're not a part of the conversation anymore, but they never really were a part of the conversation because they were the behind the scenes person. So I think those people kind of quite often expect some kind of validation and celebrity to come for them too.
Why you say Uber and now I'm thinking of a ride? Well, either way, somebody whispered in my ear that Mathew Knowles might come on this show. Did you hear about that?
No, I think that's great.
I think Mathew Knowles and I, first of all, call your daughter. Call her. Because at this point, I want to see if she runs from you the way that they say she ran from me. Give Mathew Knowles his credit. He did do that. But Mathew, you're also a part of the problem. And you have to acknowledge that the reason why. I'll save it for the interview. Bye. All right. Messy Boots, Tamar Braxton, on this whole awkward moment at the Essence Festival. Tamar, can you just sing and go away? Sing, go away. Sing, go away. Sing, act, go away. One thing you will never do, Tamar, is you will never go away. You gonna stay in the news. Tamar Braxton is addressing fans claiming she photobombed the girls at Essence Festival. Okay, now let me show you this quote photobombing moment. There's a video. It's gonna show you. I'm gonna talk over it. Okay, so basically Anthony Anderson, Brandy, okay, Mona Scott Young, Candy, Monica, Missy Elliott, and Tamar Braxton, along with somebody at the end. Anyway, there was a photo happening. Let's go. Run it back one more time. Okay, so the girls are getting together. They're taking a photo. Okay. Tamar saying hi to Candy. You know it's weird. Look at Monica's face. Monica is from the dirty part of Atlanta. She's from the dirty part of Atlanta that's dirtier than taking the phone out your man's hands, knowing that your man's hands may land. Monica is a gangbanger, okay? Not in real life gangbanger, but like she's a real hood chick. Like, don't get the makeup and the whole little hee-hee-ha-ha's just one of them days for you, because she will give you one of them days. Monica was over it. Missy Elliott, the most emotional female rapper in U.S. history, who was loved by everybody and don't like to be in the middle of no mess, was in the middle of that mess. Well, fans noticed the girls didn't post the photos with Tamar in it, and fans called Tamar out for the photobomb. Take a look. Did Tamar insert herself in this photo like she was supposed to be there? Not they posted the photo without Tamar. So Tamar addressed this whole incident. Take a look.
And that was that. That was the gist of it. I don't think saying, I don't know, I don't think that's fake, and I don't think that's weird. I just think saying congratulations is home training and cordial. That's it. And the whole thing was awkward. But I didn't, it's awkward. It's, okay, it's, I know I didn't say anything wrong. I know I didn't say anything wrong. I think I was.
Was she on Bigo?
Was that Bigo? Oh God!
Man, we used to be on Bigo together. What do you think?
I mean, Tamar is also a celebrity, so
She's
a
star.
Yeah, so her stepping into the picture isn't that weird, but I don't know what the original collective of people was up there to photograph for. Were they being honored? Like, I don't know. But her stepping into the picture isn't that weird.
But they posted it without her.
I mean, because that's what I'm saying. Maybe the collective was about something different, and then when she stepped on stage, but she's still a celebrity, so.
But it was about everything but her being in the photo. Obviously, they didn't want her there. When they post you without you in it, and Candy, one thing I know about Miss Candy Coated Nights, baby, that girl, when she don't like you, she do not like you. But she may have a reason to not like her. Anyway, Candy, you and Tamar are both invited on my show. Actually, all of you that were up there are invited on my show, and I want to talk to any one of you about what happened first. So call me up. I want Tamar to find peace. Do you think Tamar loves mess? Or does it just find her?
No, I think there's a little part of her that enjoy. I mean, you wouldn't be on Bigo if you ain't like mess.
Right.
And like she loved being on Bigo. And like when you and her used to collaborate on Bigo and she had the little pillows and she used to come on gagging. So I think she does kind of like that energy a little bit.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I would interview Tamar again. I would kiki with Tamar a little bit, but like be friends, no. I mean, because I think once the snake bites you, you know it's a snake. You know, and I'm not saying she's a snake. I'm just saying like, because she's gonna see this video and whatever. She's a fun time. She's a fun girl. She can read down. She's the embodiment of a gay boy in a woman's body, and she is talented, uber talented. But but nah, she's woven into the. Can we see the video one more time of her trying to get in that photo? Just one more time. Look at Anthony and be okay. What's she doing? I don't know what she's doing. Oh, girl, get over here. Oh my God, can we hurry up and take this picture? Is that Tyrese too? They even took her. Oh, they even took her out the picture and put Tyrese closer, or they photoshopped. Because you know AI can take somebody out. Look, I did this photo of me and my security. Take a look, and then I AI'd them out. Take a look. And I put Boys to Men, hard to say goodbye, and everybody thought I did a memoriam that he died, and then he opened it up and he thought I died. Anyway, bye. Just get to thoughts and prayers. Have you ever heard of the saying, right message, wrong messenger? Well, that phrase applies for Tristan Thompson, offering relationship advice to Klay Thompson. Tristan has no business handing out relationship advice, let's be clear. But to his credit, as a serial cheater, Tristan's advice for Klay to keep quiet is actually valid. Klay, just silently pick yourself up again and move in peace. What's up with these Thompson men? I mean, in cheating? Well, they're not the only ones being accused of having affairs. Big Tigger's wife, Alicia Brown, accused him of getting physical with her and cheating on her too. And as they play tit for tat with the legal system, the only real victims here are the children, whom social media continues to make memes and skits talking about. It's an unfortunate situation that will follow as it plays out in court. Similar to another tragic incident, that with Nolan Wells. While there's nothing with having white friends, nothing wrong with it. We have to have enough awareness when it comes to being the only black person in a group of all white people. History continues to repeat itself. Too many red flags are being ignored. And like Secret Service Sam said, if you're a white person and you're feeling offended by the lack of trust black people have with being around all white people, you might be the person we're talking about. Perhaps one of the silver linings under Trump is that all of the undercover Klan members and their kin are coming out of the hiding. But now I'm going to need all of the voters who hid during the last election to hit up them booths during midterms, especially if you in Stockton. Y'all failed Kamala, and we need to make things right. While her ex Montel Williams doesn't believe America is ready for a female president, we're ready for Trump to bounce. Y'all better stop playing with your livelihoods. And while Trump is making himself and his millionaire friends richer, another millionaire, Mathew Knowles, set the internet straight on claims that he used his daughter to make himself rich. Mr. Knowles said he's really self-made, unlike Trump. Well, that's all I have for today. I'm going back home to the city of Stockton so I can serve as the vice mayor of the 10th largest city in the state. I almost said in the country. All right. While I go over there and get the city of Stockton streets together as the vice mayor, we got the good old congresswoman of the 37th district right here in Southern California, Congresswoman Sidney Kamlager Dove here. And wasn't the promo a mess?
Oh my God.
I live for it.
It's so good.
Take a look. My next guest is somebody who's out here not only fighting in these streets for her district, but she's fighting for the whole nation. Please welcome Congresswoman Sidney Kamlager Dove. What morbid world reality show are we trapped in?
I don't know. I was like, is this Tubi? What is this?
Should Donald Trump go to prison?
Don't get me started. Now you're going to make my little hairs.
You told him to go f himself. Racist. Spencer Pratt was the craziest thing ever.
Crazy.
That was like baby Trump.
That shook me.
Do y'all shut the door and go, what the f is going on over here?
All the time.
Charlie Kirk.
Well, now he's dead.
Candace Owens.
Now, if you mess with me, we're going to have some problems.
Democrats got a lot of work to do.
A lot.
Yeah. How do we get California back on track?
Okay, well, since you said it.
Gavin Newsom for president?
We're going to get to him. There has to be something up in here when we start talking about him.
I think the DNC's chair, his assistant tried to get me to sleep with him. I was like, I'm not going to do that to get no money. Because I'm not, I don't do that. That's prostitution. I'm not into that. Make sure you check that out over there on BET. All right, y'all. Goodbye.
The Jason Lee Podcast.